Hi everybody, this is Victor from Spoken Learning and welcome to another session. Today we are talking about the verbs for cooking. If you are a foodie and if you like cooking, this topic is for you. But before that, allow me to remind you that in Spoken Learning we provide private Spanish lessons for children and adults, even if you don't know any Spanish at all, but also if you want to improve your skills because you already know something and you want to take them to the next level, we can help you with that. That is because we're not tutors, we're professional teachers. You can always call or text 832-413-3166 in order to enroll. And remember to follow us in all of our social media. It's down here on the description of the video. But let's start. Let's go with verbs for cooking. Okay, so we start with the verbs of cooking. A little bit of introduction, which is primero, to say the números ordinales, ordinal numbers. Primero, first, segundo, second, tercero, third, cuarto, fourth, quinto, fifth, sexto, sixth, séptimo, seventh, octavo, eighth, noveno, ninth, and décimo, tenth. So these are the ordinal numbers, but why are we going to use them? Why are we checking this right now? Well, very simple. Because at some point we're going to see the description of of a recipe, and we need ordinal numbers for that. Cortar, muy sencillo. Cortar means to cut, picar to chop, hornear to bake, licuar to blend, batir to whip or to beat, asar to roast to grill, derretir to melt, freír to fry, hervir to boil, pelar to peel, mover to stir, y hervir a fuego lento to simmer. So that one doesn't actually have the the single word, just like happens in English. That is just one single verb to simmer. Sadly, it doesn't happen, but you can name it in a way, right? Hervir a fuego lento, to simmer. How do we use those? How do we use them? Well, to cut, cortar, everything, right? Like with every single thing that you do when you cut your vegetables, cortar los vegetales, ¿sí? Picar, to chop, something that we do more often, algo que hacemos más común, picamos la cebolla, picamos el jitomate, several recipes in Mexico require for chopped vegetables, so picar vegetales, ¿sí? Picar la cebolla, picar el tomate, those are the ones that are coming to my mind right now. Licuar, to blend, licuar. No, we're not away from anything with that one, right? Después tenemos batir, to beat, you beat the eggs, pero whip is something else, like the whipped cream, things like that, right? So to whip, y to beat, it's only for the eggs, see? Asar, to roast or to grill. It doesn't make too much of a difference in English, but in Spanish it does. Asar is not the same as rostizar, which is closer to roast. Roast is rostizar. When the thing is spinning, and it's roasting slowly. But to grill, eso es asar, because you put it in the actual grill, right? So that is to grill. Muy bien. Derretir, to melt. You can melt many kinds of things. Derretir is one of those. So freír, once again, it doesn't matter if it's deep fry or regular fry. Derretir, freír is always the word that you're gonna use. Hervir, to boil, pretty straightforward as well. Pelar, I have seen that people say that pelar is only with a knife or things like that. I don't know if it's the case actually or not, but in Spanish, pelar can be anything, like from, well, obviously related to peel, right? Puedes pelar un mango, you can peel a mango, puedes pelar un plátano, banana, y things like that. Mover, ahora, mover, I don't mean like the verb to move, because there is another verb for that, to move, verbo mover. It's more related to the fact that to move the sauce that you're doing, or to move to move the sauce, to move the thing that you're preparing, move it, to stir, mover. Hervir a fuego lento, simmer. And we did not have that verb, but hervir a fuego lento, it's actually pretty close. And Why am I showing this? Because en los recetarios, in the recipe books, you will regularly will find this kind of things: cortar, picar, hornear, freír, batir, licuar, asar y derretir. So those are the typical verbs that we're going to see on some recetarios. And like this one, we have a receta of brownies. So a recipe for brownies. Ingredientes. This is actually very straightforward. It's in grams. We use grams in Mexico. We do not use pounds or ounces or things like that. We use grams. Gramos. And this is what I wanted to get. Primero, first, se debe derretir la mantequilla, to melt, y batir, to whip, hasta que se espese. Segundo, to add, I think to add is also another verb that it needs to be in this list. To add, agregar, y batir, mezclar, to mix, mezclar. Mezclar was there. Another one if it's not there. Another one to add. En un bowl aparte, mezclar los ingredientes, incorporar. That is to, also like to mix, like, incorporar. Ajá. Or to pour. Incorporar puede ser. Mezclar bien, mix properly. Agregar las chispas, add the sprinkles. No, this is chocolate chips. Después engrasar un molde para el horno, to put some grease on the oven, on the oven base, on the oven material, to put on the mix into the oven. Y pour the mix in the mold to bake it at 180 Celsius degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And that's why verbs for cooking are actually very, very important. Of course, that it is important mostly when we are, as I said already, foodie. If you're a foodie, if you really like cooking, if you really like taking in consideration these kind of verbs. So here you have them. Verbos para cocinar. Or if you're working with in a restaurant and you have heard some of these words mentioned, that's what it means. Thank you so much for your attention. That was it for my part, and I will be very happy if you can leave some comments down below. If you leave a like, if you subscribe to our channel, and also remember that we have all of our social media over here. We have all of them, all of the links in the description of the video. Thank you so much for your attention. Remember that in Spoken Learning we provide private Spanish lessons for children and adults, even if you don't know any Spanish at all. We can take you to the next level because we are professional teachers. You can always call or text 832-413-3166. And I will see you next time.